Well, good morning everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. We are up to our necks in rain and flooding here in Los Angeles. It has not stopped raining for several days now. The hot tub MIA here, and motorcycles covered, e-bikes covered. Wow, we are still just getting pummeled by rain. So what are you gonna do? I think today we're gonna get back to the NautiBus and start painting. I got some paint. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll be uploading this video with some Connecten internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. Let me show you what we got going on today. Again, if you guys missed my last video, Los Angeles is, we are about 4 times as much rain as we normally get all season. And it just continues. So not a whole lot we can really do outside. I'm underneath the shelter right now. The NautiBus is over here, just getting a really good wash. There's my can of paint right there that I got to pull out and prepare. What we're gonna do, I'll get over here to the bus and show you here real quick. So, hi Gizmo. Well, we have these raw cabinets, wood, plywood cabinets and doors that I put on. So we're gonna prep these areas. Also gonna do the same down here. This is the Home Depot prefab cabinet that I got. This is the custom one that's built over the wheel well with mismatched, sanded, reclaimed cabinet doors there. So once all this gets painted the same exact color, it's all gonna look a lot more uniformed, like it's intentional. That's the hope here. And then once all of these cabinets are painted, it's gonna contrast the turquoise over here for the main walls underneath and the gloss stained wood ceiling planks over here. Then I just need to decide what I'm gonna do with this cabinet here, because this was a Habitat for Humanity one I got, and it's already painted and glossy, so I would have to scuff this up, prime it, and paint it. And then this one here, it only bothers me because it's a slightly different shade of turquoise than the wall. See how it's darker than the walls? And it's just one thing that's, I don't know. Should I let it go? Because it's also got the glass here. I got to think about that, but yeah, to contrast all the turquoise walls. So yeah, we've got some white here in the back in the vanity area. And then back here with these curtains, I just feel like all these walls need to be the same as up front. All of that back there, we got to get wood there, obviously, plywood, something. But, and maybe even painting the AC line set shroud there as well to match like I did here in the bathroom. And to me, I mean, you can't even tell what it is. It looks like it's supposed to be there, you know? So we got some planning and thinking to do on a rainy day in Los Angeles again. I mean, good for them. Like I said, this is more rain than they've gotten in over 40 years, and we still have a month of winter left on a record smashing rainy season. So good. Does that mean there's not going to be water shortages? I bet you there'll magically still be water shortage scares here no matter what, but this will help dramatically. I'm happy to help, LA. Well, I've been sitting here for over an hour kind of waiting for the rain to let up a little bit because I don't want to go mix paint in the rain, but I'm not going to get a break. So yeah, let me just go tackle this and I'll be back. Actually, hold that thought. Diana has an idea of moving our fuzzy butts, hi Tara, and putting them in the catio area of the house right there. That way we can paint without worrying about the cats scuffing up stuff like that. Also, I turned on the mini split heaters. I'm set to 85 right now just to kind of heat it up. It was kind of chilly in here. So yeah, I'm warming it up to make it comfortable. And then I'm not going to sleep in here tonight. I'm going to sleep with Diana in the house. And the kitties are going to stay out of here. That way the paint can dry. Even though it's interior paint, I still feel like it's going to smell. And the problem is, with at least 2 more days of rain and flooding, I can't crack these windows. Otherwise, the wind and the rain's going to come in and damage things. So I'm kind of forced to leave the windows closed. And that's going to take a little while for the scent of paint to dry in here. But at least I have the opportunity and the availability of sleeping somewhere else with the cats. So there's that. Anyway, it's not going to stop. It's really just not going to stop, Eric. Okay, I really miss the California sun. You know, the sun in Southern California that I haven't seen. Okay. So we're getting our first look at this Quicksilver Walmart Glidden paint. It is a paint and primer all in one. I'll show you. This is the spread Glidden grab and go Quicksilver already pre-mixed interior paint and primer. Very good hide and coverage. And it's shooken up and mixed well, but it's going on like Diana and I said, almost like a stain or something. I mean, the wood is just eating it up, and it's supposed to be eggshell, which is semi-gloss, and it's gonna take several coats. Also, I don't know about the Quicksilver color. I mean, even in the viewfinder looking at it, it looks very purpley against the turquoise, and that was not what we were going for. I just want to show you. So we paint matched it with this blue gray on this beach sign right here, like as best we could. Okay, see this? See all this? That's what it's supposed to be. That gray Quicksilver color. And even in here, you can see the gray. But as it's going on, I don't know, it just looks a little different on there. So, I don't know.
Maybe on the second coat, it'll look a little better.
Maybe a second coat will make it. It's just, are we in love with this color? Because it's not too late to pull the plug. Actually, from a distance, it doesn't look that bad against the turquoise. And remember, too, this down here is going to match. We're going to finish at least the top cupboards with 2 full coats. And then, worst case scenario, this is a primer. We've already primed the surface. We could just put another color or brand. We could go back to bare Dynasty paint too. But, yeah, get the under part here all taken care of, and then we'll do a second coat. All right, Diana's cutting in around the corner with the brush there, and we have a second coat on everything here. What a difference a second coat really makes. We're actually now enjoying the color a little more. It's definitely a faint nautical color, a lot less purpley, and a little more gray. And as you can see, it's really liking the second coat a lot. Stand back over here where we got some natural light coming in, so you can see it, how it flows. It's got that eggshell look, so it is gonna dry a little semi-gloss, similar to over there. You guys can hear the kitties meowing next door. We put them in the house temporarily with the windows down, but they can still see us and meow at us. Let's see, can you see? No, he was right there crying. But yeah, I think this is gonna work. Again, let me step back, take a look at the contrast with the turquoise and the curtains that have this a little bit of that same gray blue in the curtains. And then I'll get the underside here, a second coat right there. And then imagine this matching the cabinets down there with the gray transitioning into the gray floor underneath. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop for today. I did get underneath all covered. We have officially primed the counters, but I'm not gonna go any further. Diana and I have been talking about it, and what did we decide to do?
The color's really pretty. And it's a nautical color, but because the walls are already turquoise, in my opinion, it doesn't go with that blue. Even though it does match the curtains, the turquoise does not match that blue. So we have to go with another color that's on the curtains, in my opinion.
And I want to also point out, this was not our intended color when we were at Taterland.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm going to dig it out. It's down
Yeah,
there.
that color is the one that we should do.
So So we're gonna let this dry. Today we primed the cabinet, the upper cabinets, and I assume that other can of paint is gonna have done the same thing that the other one did, because it's been stored in the bus compartment in Sholo, frozen, thawed, frozen, thawed, frozen, thawed. But I say we just bring the lid that has a little sample on it or something to Home Depot and get some Dynasty Bear interior match.
Yes.
Sandy. So basically,
we should just take the curtain with us.
Yeah, so Diana says we just pull one of these curtains and try to grab one of these sandy colors in there. So, you know, like one of those gradient colors. We also got this at Walmart, this little throw that matches the sofa like perfectly here. That's funny. And then having that sand against the turquoise is going to be a lot better than the gray blue.
I mean, and even just look at it here, honey. Look at how pretty the turquoise looks with this color.
Yeah, it does.
And now compare it right there, blue with the turquoise next to each other.
They are...
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So we got a $40 can of primer. Yeah. Hi, baby. You been in there before? Yeah, you guys lived in here while Diana and I went on a cruise. You're fine. Hi, Opie. Where's Tara? Yeah, you're fine. So I just pulled out of the storage bay this. This is what we originally got. And I'll show you on top. There's a little paint speckle right there. It's a sand. We picked it specifically for the cabinets. But after seeing what happened with our Ace paint, after leaving it outdoors, we don't know. Again, this is paint and primer. It is Bear Premium interior semi-gloss. We're gonna open it up and see if it's like the second half is hard like the other one. See if we can use it. About to find out. Tough to tell so far. We're gonna have to put a stick in there.
That is such a pretty color.
It is. It's a really nice sandy color. But is it hard at the bottom?
No, it's fine.
You think it's okay?
I mean, it's not as watery as it should, but it still works. I say we give it a go.
Okay, well, let's let our expensive primer dry in there, and then we'll try to put a coat of this on there. Okay. So this is that sandy brown going on, first coat, and look at the beautiful contrast with the turquoise and the butcher block up there. Wow. I mean, it may not be great paint, like we may have ruined it a little bit, but it is going on. And that's just one coat.
I like the way it looks against the turquoise.
Exactly. That's what we were going for, was that sandy look. Like bright up top. And then this is going to be sandy, just the same as this. So, yeah, I think by the time we get this main cabinet done, we'll be able to go up here, and this will all be dry so that we can just put this right over the primer. Okay. It turned out okay. Not the way we planned today, but it's going to work. It's going to work. We're getting there. These Home Depot prefab unfinished ready-to-paint cabinets are going on one coat right now. I still think they're going to take 2 coats. Diana's following behind me with the brush. I've rolled it all on. I really, really like it. And then, of course, this particle board here will also be painted. I just got to pull the couch out. But, yeah. And then once these dry, you can see there's still a little wet there. I'll get the roller up there and finish those up today. We'll at least get this side of the kitchen done today. Good save. Good save. All right, 2 coats done everywhere. So glad it worked out with our original idea with that sand brown. Gonna let the kitties back in because I think they gotta poop. You can also still see some of the grain even in those. This is 4 coats of paint, remember? It's 2 coats of the first one and then 2 coats of the bear paint. And you can still see some of the wood grain under 4 coats of freaking paint. So... yeah, it's pretty funny that these are custom cabinets. This is a Home Depot cabinet, and this is a custom fabricated cabinet. the doors that Billy put on. But it all works out. I think it's a good choice in color. So we're going to bring the kitties back in. Good painting day. I think everything worked out just great. Soak in the hot tub and spend the evening with the woman I love. Oh, not her. This one! Thanks for your help today.
You're welcome.
I actually don't really like painting that much. I understand the importance of it, but I mean, how long have I been putting off painting those cabinets?
A year? No.
It's been a while. This summer, yeah, last summer, and this is almost this summer, almost this spring. So.
No, I think we still got a long way for summer, honey.
You been in LA?
April, May, June. Actually, in May it gets hot here.
I'm just glad the rain let up. We've been planning a thing for our next video, and if the weather cooperates, we'll go do that thing, and we will see you in a few days, guys.
See you when we do that thing.
That thing. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.